what's going on, everybody? What's going on? Hey, welcome. What's going on, everybody? What's up? Welcome. Come on in. We are actually live everywhere. Happy, what is it? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Come on in, everybody. Good to see you. I see y'all on our chat. What's up, y'all? What's up? I see you all also on our Zoom call. Good to see you. We got Zoom linked up to StreamYard linked up to Zoom. We are doing it good today. What's up, everybody? If you can like and share your page, let everybody know that we're on. What's up, y'all? And by the way, I need to test out my audio. All right, good. The audio sounds really, really good to me. You feel what I'm saying? Good to see y'all. Come on in. Hey, feeling good, y'all. What's up, y'all? What's up? Let me know who's on YouTube. Let me see if anybody on YouTube. All right, I'm not too sure. I see. So I think 2 people on X. I see that too. Wow, good to see everybody. Well, look, y'all, let's get this started because it is now 12:01. All I wanted to say, obviously, welcome to Manifest Thoughts Podcast. We're helping people bring their imagination into reality. Our first starting goals here is to help at least 500 people bring their imagination into reality by way of work. You won't only see us here, but you'll see us also on It's Life podcast, where we're helping people get along with each other, and sharing people the different, colors and personalities of people. If you like short films, go right there to It's All You TV, ITZALLYOU TV. By the way, if we're meeting for the first time, my name is Donald Francis. I'm so happy to meet you. With much gratitude, peace, love, and respect. Yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Good to see y'all. Glad that you're here. Do me a favor, let me know where you're tuning in from. Rather you're from LinkedIn, rather you're from YouTube, rather you're from Facebook, rather you're from X, rather you're from wherever you are. You're in Brooklyn. Are you within the 5 boroughs? Are you in the state? Let us know exactly what's what. I see we got some people ghosting us as always. Good to see you people too at the same time. Glad that you're tuning in. Today we're talking about a very, very good topic. It's called character versus skill. And I think that it's a very, very important thing for us to know, especially for those of you who are trying to put, your hands to work. You're trying to manifest the thing that you believe in by way of work and stuff like that. We want to take a look at, character versus skill, and a lot of people in corporate today, a lot of people, even if it's not in corporate, there are people who are hiring people because of their skill, which is something that makes it look good on paper, and there's some people who got skill and without character. There's some people who got character without skill. Then there's some people who are gifted to have both character and skill, which means to learn how to put, who you are in perspective, with what it is that you do, so that you won't ever have to worry about, anybody, judging you and or accusing you of something that have nothing to do with the great conduct that you're supposed to obtain. So with that being said, honestly, we want to take a look at this in depth. And if you think that this is some content that somebody needs to hear, if you're on YouTube, do me a favor, go on your phone and press share underneath this live, and share with them, people who need to know character and skill. But before we do that, let's go to our first commercial ad, and then we'll be right back.
Haven't you noticed the climate between cops and citizens? They think we're the problem.
I know, all right, I know.
We got Jay.
Tommy is a good cop. He's one of our own.
This is a direct response to all the pain we carry.
What did I do?
Well, since you don't remember, I'm gonna help you out.
Tommy, you didn't think he was gonna let him and his friend get away.
We just need to talk to him about it.
Find him!
Judah should be the last of your brothers.
Order in my courtroom now.
Yeah, that's Flashes. Don't forget, they're now a part of America New Network family. You can go and download the app. Look for a beautiful motion picture called Love. They're off the chain, beautiful. And listen, y'all really, really love this. I want you to do me a favor, go and support because we need to support each other. You feel what I'm saying? Support is really, really good. We need to support and the support of each other. So look, y'all, let's get into this good content. You know what I'm saying? Character versus skill. You know, it's a beautiful thing for us to understand that it's good to have skill, but it's also a wonderful thing to have character. Let's take a look at what skill is. You know, a skill is a learned ability to carry out a task with determined results, often within a given amount of time, energy, or both. Skill can be divided into various categories. And when you take a look at, you know, those various categories, you find that you have what they call hard skill. These are technical or specific abilities that can be clearly defined and measured, such as typing, speed, machine operation, software, proficiency, you know, and foreign language fluency. You know, and it's a wonderful thing to have that particular type of skill. Sometimes I can't front when I think about, you know, foreign language fluency. It's not foreign, but you know, I don't know how to speak Spanish, and we live in the Bronx. You know, and I look at my wife. She is someone who speaks Spanish to me fluent. You know, she'll probably say, "Oh, I'm okay." No, but she is dope with it. She does a good job with it, and I'm like, "Yo, man, I can't speak not a lick of it. Sometimes I could understand it." You know, me and my boy Dave was just on the on the phone yesterday, and I was telling him, I said, you know, I wanted to get me some Spanish food, but I wanted to get gandules, you know, and that's the little I guess they call it the little beans that they put inside of the rice. I can eat the rice and gandules all day. But again, it's a beautiful thing to have a skill. And I'm always talking about food. It's always a good thing to have a, you know, skill, you know, and a hard skill is something that's technical. You know, a hard skill is something that's measured, that like typing, speed typing. You see what I'm saying? Typing good at a good speed. I can't type really, you know, a machine operator, software proficiency, you know, and foreign language fluency. It's a good thing. These are hard skills. These are skills that, you know, you got to go to school for years to get. You know, these are the type of skills that you need. But again, it's wonderful to have a particular skill. That's what we talk about to all of the young ones. Look, stay in school. Make sure that you develop a particular skill, you know, so that, you know, when you go out into the world and you are hired for a specific task or a specific thing, you'll know that you have a type of skill. You have a language that you could, you know, use, and people will hire you because of your expertise and the stuff that you know. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So that's a hard skill. Let's take a look at what a soft skill is. You know, these involve, you know, interpersonal people skills, communication abilities, personal habits, friendliness, and optimism, right? That characterize relationships with other people. You know, I don't really call that a soft skill. I think that to some degree, you know, being able to have the skill to develop and to deal with people, I think that's one of the hardest skills for certain people, especially if you're not a people's person, especially if you're not the kind of person that says, listen, you know, I'm an introvert. I don't know how to deal with people, this, that, and the other. But no matter what you do in life, you have to deal with people. And I tell people all the time, it's good to upgrade your people skills. You know, it's not a real soft skill, but it is a skill to be able to deal with and to develop. You know, sometimes when you go into the supermarket, you know, I oftentimes, besides being a host, but I oftentimes try to, you know, test my skills out by asking people's questions about the product. You know, oh, you like Pepsi or Coke? Can you tell the difference between Pepsi and Coke? And, you know, people are like, wow, I'm on an interview, or what's going on, you know? But again, it's a good thing, you know what I'm saying, to have a particular type of skill. A skill is something that you could obtain, you know, and I like the way the scripture says it. You know, it says gifts come without repentance. You know, your gift was given to you, you know, but even though you have the gift, you know, that's given to you, you still have a particular skill, you know, that you have to probably develop. You get what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing, you know. You know, I just noticed something. I'm not really utilizing my logos, you know, because that's a skill that I wanted for everybody to see, and I wanted to make sure I take care of my brand. But y'all give me a quick second. So yeah, so looking at a hard skill and a soft skill. Skills are skills, and skills is something that you have to work at every single day in order to perfect that particular skill. You know, when you perfect that skill, then you have something that you could be hired for, something that, watch this, you can hire yourself for at the same time. You can help other people, you get what I'm saying, and opening up your own thing. You get what I'm saying? Because you have a particular skill to do so. Some people have a skill to speak. Some people have a skill to talk to people. Some people are community activists. Some people have a skill to do like many things, but at the end of the day, it's what do you do with that particular skill? Real quick, we're going to come right back. I want to take you to this quick commercial break.
Y'all know how she do.
Hey, listen, don't forget Yolanda has an, audio book that's out now, and if you go on Amazon, her audio book is, just $12.99, 13, some change, you feel what I'm saying? And if you go and, go to Amazon, go get you the book. Also, don't forget that her play is coming to Brooklyn. That's what I meant. Y'all this is my skill. You feel me? But her play is coming to Brooklyn. Please, please, please look out for it right now. She's in pre-production. It's going to be fire. And I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to get me a ticket to go get it. I can't wait. Shout out to Yolanda. You're doing a good job, sis. Good job. And you're always at work. And one thing about her, she does not let any type of grass grow under her feet. Not at all. Listen, don't forget, MRP's Future Water. You got what I'm saying? Oh, you got to go. It's right there to www.mreedproductions.com. This spring water is up and coming, and they're going fast. People are getting these out of Philly. Or I think Baltimore. Yeah, Philly. And I tell you, I promise you, if you just go right there, you can order you a bottle. It's a wonderful bottle of spring water. It's so good. You taste the spring in the water, and spring is coming, y'all. In fact, spring is here. You feel what I'm saying? Also, let me ask you a question. I would love for you to advertise your business, your book, your movie, your whatever it is that you do have, right here on Manifested Thoughts Podcast. We're going to come up. We got a good 2 to 3 years to be able to make it all pop out. And listen, go right there to manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. Whatever you do, go right there to manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. You see what I'm saying? And let us know what your advertisement, is, and let us know what you want to do, because I want to be a part of that big time. You got what I'm saying? Also, I wanted to say that this is the month of March, and I need for you to do me a favor. Please go to our giveaways. All right, please go to our giveaways. We're going to be showing that. Well, I think we showed it already. Yeah, we're going to go into our giveaways. Please, please, please. You know what I'm saying? Go into the giveaways. We have a nice gift that we want to give away. We haven't given it away yet, but I want you to do that. We're going to announce that by the end of this week. You know what I'm saying? Who won the the giveaway. And so far we had about 3 people, I think that have went into the giveaway. Please do that so that we can do it. I want to also give a shout out to God's House of Prayer, Mr. Henry Watkins, who have also donated prizes, to this cause because he's a giver. He says, I want to just give away some stuff, bro. And he didn't want me to say that, but at the same time, I'm just doing that because I want to give accolades and give props where props are due. So let's get back to it. Obviously, that's what a skill is, to carry out an ability or, a predetermined result, on purpose. Your skill, it can be, divided in various categories. We know there's the hard skill, and also there is a soft skill, So let's take a look at some of the character traits that we need to have, because at the same time, we're taking a look at, right, character versus skill. And one of the biggest templates that I had here is character, driven growth and reliability. People with a strong character are often seen as more reliable, trustworthy, and capable of personal growth. Character traits such as integrity, grit, resilience, and a strong sense of ethics are highly valued because they predict how an individual might behave in challenging situations. I'm going to tell you something. It's a good thing because I'm going to tell you, you can't really give anything you don't have, and anything that you have that are good character traits. If you can see anybody who possess the opposite of that, you'll know if they're a good fit for your company. You'll know if they're a good fit for your business. You'll know if they're a good fit for your life as a friend and as a colleague and an acquaintance. You'll know if they're a good fit because of all the good character traits you may have that they may not possess. You get what I'm saying? Everybody today, and I think that the world have gotten so scary. And the reason I'm fixing my mind as I speak to y'all, the reason why I'm saying that is because the world becomes scary only because there's so many people who got bad character traits, you know what I'm saying? And they use their skill for the opposite, you know, to the point that they try to justify something that's not good. Good afternoon, Sylvia. They try to justify something that's not good. You see what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, you know, you might have the skill to do certain things, but it doesn't mean that you have the right character to do specific things, you know? And again, you know, character will display, and these are all of the attributes of great character, you know, integrity, grit, resilience, you know, a strong sense of ethic, you know, and we have you have high values that you'll perceive if a person know how to act in challenging situations. You'll know that you are definitely that person that have integrity and you're a person of character based upon how much tension that's happening in your life. But nobody's able to tell that because you have grit, you have resilience, you know how to bounce back, you know, and you have all of those good things that would allow for people never know that you're ever going through anything unless you told them. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly where we're at. So again, a skill is something that you can have that you might train for, and you can train anybody to do a particular skill. But do they fit in the description of the character trait, you know, or the character, you know, according to what it is that you want your business, your life, your family, your acquaintance, whoever you want in your life, do they fit that description according to the character? You have a lot of people, and I'm gonna tell you something. Let's switch it. You got some people in relationships today, you know, the guy got a good skill to the lady because he make a whole bunch of money, right? And she's like, oh man, he make a whole bunch of money, but you'll overlook. Good afternoon, Sylvia again. Good, but you'll overlook the fact that, oh, he's smacking you up and beating you up and this, that, and the other, all because he got the bread, you know. Tyler Perry, shout out to him. I think he had a movie about that. Most of his movies are about, you know, how women are being abused and stuff like that. But but there are certain men that are also being abused. It's not just the females or the ladies, you know, because here's the deal. There's so many men who are being abused by being taken advantage of, right? Because they're making the particular money. They're going to work and being faithful, you know. I just saw something on Instagram, you know, just yesterday, and the guy had in the caption, when your girlfriend said that she's going to sleep now, but you walk in the club and you notice that she's there, and he took the glass of water and just poured it over her head, you know, and messed up all of her hair because she lied. But again, being able to, when you're taken advantage of, these are, you never know what you're going to do. You get what I'm saying? But again, it's not a cool thing to be taken advantage of. So it's not just women who are in that particular category, but it's also dudes who are being taken advantage of, and they're being abused at the same time because it's like, no, get me this, get me that. Or he have to switch with her mode, you know what I'm saying, while she's in a particular mode and he don't even know what mode she in because of the lack of communication and stuff like that. Vice versa. You got some guys who are like that. You feel me? So again, we understand, like I said, a skill, right? And I don't have many templates for you today, but we have the skill, but at the same time, a character is something altogether different, you know? The other thing that I found out about, you know, character-driven growth and reliability is that a person have to have a strong character, you know? And that strong character trait is often seen, you know, as a person that's reliable and trustworthy because they don't break under the pressure. Let me ask you a question. What's your pressure limit? You know, what's your pressure limit before you decide I'm gonna snap, crackle, and pop? What's your pressure limit? Because see, sometimes you have to know what your pressure limit is before you decide I'm gonna take on this job, I'm gonna take on this position, I'm gonna take on this person to be in my life, I'm gonna take on these friends. You see what I'm saying? And because you already know the kind of friends that they are, you feel what I'm saying? You know, but at the end of the day, yeah, again, your character is something it's a good thing, but and it's really something that will go over your skill, because if you don't have good character, nobody can see your good skill. But if you have a good skill, depending upon what people are looking for, I've been around businesses and I've been in certain companies as to where people didn't care about how people treated other people. They didn't care about the culture. They didn't care about nothing. All they knew is that, yeah, but this person, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to give this person a raise. I'm going to raise them up because their skill, you know. And oftentimes, people say, especially the difference between rich folk and poor people or middle class people, they were saying, is that a lot of poor people come to work with a need, while a lot of the more fortunate people, they come to work with a skill or to see how much of an asset they can become. Because the more and more you become an asset, in your company, the less you'll have to ever worry about money, because that'll follow suit, So a skill is great, but that minus humility, that minus character might distort you. And I think that that's the reason why there are a lot of people who are hated when they get into a particular position, because it really depends upon what you've done to move up into that position that would cause you or deem you integral by the time that you get there. So what am I saying by that? I mean, if you had to step on people, talk about people, throw people under the bus, you see what I'm saying? Of course, you want to be integral, but if you're doing certain things so that people can get fired so that you can move up faster, that's not integrity. That's not a good intent. That's not a good character trait. Because if you do that getting there, what can a person do by the time they get there? They'll destroy everybody else. Because you're within power, you'll rely on everybody else, and people will take you as a reliable source until that one person come and call you out. You get what I'm saying? So again, it's good to have a skill. You feel what I'm saying? It's good to have a skill, but it's also good to have a great character. Humility will get you into positions you've never ever, qualify for. I always say that too. I always say that. The people ask you, how did you get to where you got? And you'll be like, listen, I just worked. I just did what I had to do. Yeah, but on your resume, you've never taken in this field. How did you get in this field? Maybe it could have been character, bozo. Maybe it could have been humility, right? Maybe when somebody tried to correct me, I said, thank you for the opportunity, for giving me insight. We took that in, didn't take it personally. You get what I'm saying? So again, y'all, sometimes, again, your personal growth, your character will bring you into places to let you know that, look, you got grit, you have resilience, you know how to bounce back. You have a strong sense of ethics and high value, because you can predict, if a person belong in this particular department. I don't think that person's going to be a good fit, because, and it's not the fact that they just looked at you and they rolled their eyes, but you can tell right off the bat, this ain't going to work. Let me ask you a question. Anybody ever been there before where you just know this is just not going to work? It's just not going to work. I'm sorry. Even if I tried, I'm not going to get any type of reciprocation from that particular person. Is that a word? But, it's not going to be reciprocated. They're not going to, give me back what it is that I give them. And that's okay. That's why I tell people, when you have a certain character trait, you don't have to worry about what people do or what people give you back. You just continue to be who you are. And if they don't, reciprocate it, if they don't give it back to you, don't worry about it. You're the person that you are, and this is what makes you who you are. You are planting seeds, and one day you're going to reap that kind of harvest, so that when people see you move up, they're going to have to remember the time that you never did them wrong when they did you wrong. You never said nothing bad to them when they said bad to you. They talked about you never talked about them. And people weigh the options. I spoke to her about this. She had nothing bad to say about this one. But every time I talk about this one, this person got something to say about that one. People can determine that. Keep being good. Stay within the right character. Be integral. Be integral. Let's talk about. Let's take a look at another. So here's another thing when you have, the great character trait: social and emotional intelligence. Individuals who exhibit character often display higher levels of social and emotional intelligence. This means that they are better at understanding and managing their own emotions, as well as interpreting and responding to the emotions of others. That is bars right there. And that's exactly what a person of character over a person of skill would do. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Quick disclosure. I'm not saying that you have a skill, that if you have a skill, a person with character is better than you. I'm not saying if you have character and less skill, that a person with skill is better than you. I'm just trying to help you to understand the most importance of both of them. You feel what I'm saying? Because it makes no sense for you to have a particular skill, but then you don't have a character trait that follows suit. You see what I'm saying? But then you have a particular, character, but you ain't got no skills, And I've seen people who have been let go, the nicest people on earth, but the work ethic is not there. Maybe, and if we go back to if we look at hard skills, right? Maybe they don't have, good typing speed, maybe they don't operate the machines very, very well. Maybe they're not software proficiency, maybe they don't speak a foreign language fluently, but maybe they do, but it's not as fluent and as fast enough to be able to catch on. I know that we're in a world that you just got to catch up. You feel what I'm saying? We're in a fast-paced world. For anybody who's living in New York, I promise you're in a fast-paced world. You're in a fast-paced city. You're in a fast-paced state at the same time too. So we got to pick up our skills. We have to sharpen our minds. And repetition is the father of all learning and the mother of all mastery. No matter what you have to do to get up your skills as a person who have personality, practice make perfection. It makes perfect. And the reason why I say that is because, hey, how you doing, Gab? Good to see you. And because of the fact that you have these particular skills, it's a great thing that you obtain them, because when you match that, and you couple that with a good character trait, it's nothing that you would never ever have to need for in the world. Why? Because at the end of the day, not only are you a person of good character and integrity, but guess what? People will say you're a great asset, And I often, let me tell you something, I promote skill. I promote being a great asset, but I also promote having great character and knowing how to deal with others. By the way, if you want to learn how to deal with others, go to our podcast. It's Life Podcast. We'll teach you right there on that particular page how to deal with other people. You feel what I'm saying? We will teach you that. You go to that particular page, you'll learn how to deal with others and get up your character traits if your skill is great, So again, social and emotional, again, you want to learn how to deal with other people, just like you learn how to deal with your own intensities and your own, situations, your own emotions. It's a wonderful thing that you learn how to not only have the emotional intelligence to deal with your own, but to know how to respond to other people's emotion. And I like the fact that they use the word responding, because, and not reacting, because it's when you respond to something, you're thinking about it. When you respond to something, you're not reacting to it, because see, you might be going through and have had a bad day, and then you come up on a customer, if you're, in a sales department, and they're like, I asked this and I called customer, and they upset. Okay, fine. Notice that they're not upset with you. They're upset with the situation. Now you blow up at them because you had a bad day, but you are the person that is the worker, So you got to learn how to hold up your own emotions, right? And you got to understand that you got to be intelligent about it, right? You know what I'm saying? So that you'll be able to respond to other people's emotions. And when you tell people and you let people know, I understand how you feel, and you show them that you understand how they feel, they'll respond to you better than you just, just talking about, all the whys and the policies and what we can and what we cannot do. I was teaching not too long ago, and I think we taught it also on It's Life Podcast. We're talking about how you respond to somebody. How do you tell somebody no without telling somebody no, and allowing for them to not be offended about the no that you said, and let them know, well, you can't do this here or you can't do that here. It's a great, great practice for everybody to say, listen, you can't smoke over here, right? This is a non-smoking section. But what other way can you say that without saying you can't or no? We have a thing called buha, the but and the I got to get all the other stuff, but I'll teach you that. It's so dope, But using all the words you should not use that would be a replica of no and you can't, and this, that, and the other, for people to be offended, So there's a person who might say, I want to smoke in this, but I want to smoke. I want to have my cigarette, And you say to them, I would love for you to have your cigarette. And I want you to smoke. I really, really want you to smoke. But can I please show you where you can smoke? See, you never told them no. You never offended them. You told them no without telling them no. You know what I'm saying? You told them, you never offended them. You let them know, first of all, notice the dynamics. You let them know, I feel what you feel and I understand you. So now you can sort of trust me, It's not a manipulative thing. No, it's not. It's just letting people know it's a particular strategy that you could use so that you won't offend them. I want you to be able to eat. I want you to have that plate. But let me show you where you can eat, because over here, not even but, I want to show you where you can eat. That's it, Sure, because I want you to do that, I remember there was somebody, we were at Hudson Yards, and they have the vendors, and they try to put the vendors in front of the corporate buildings and stuff like that. And the company didn't like that too much, so we try our best to sort of like get them off. One day, this thing worked on one of them, and he was like, yo, listen, I want to sell. And he got it right up on the sidewalk. And I was like, hey, sir, yo, what you selling over there? He's like, yeah, I'm selling this, that, and the other. I was like, yo, that's good. I was like, yo, I want you to make all the sales and get all the customers you want. You know why? Because you're about to be lit. You know what I'm saying? You're about to slay this place with nothing but sales. He's like, oh, thank you, bro. Gave me, I said, yo, can I show you where you can do that? Because I want you to get that, man. He's like, yo, he couldn't even say that. He was stuck. And he said, all right, cool. And I walked him back across the street from where he came from. Again, it's just not how you do what you do, but it's how you do. Not just what you say, but how you say. You feel what I'm saying? You have to have these kind of character traits. You have to have the emotional intelligence and let people know, I know how to allure to your emotions, and I know how to understand what you feel. Yo, if I'm giving you value, do me a favor, y'all give me the hearts up. I'm saying, give it a thumbs up. Let us know. Thank you for the heart. I see somebody who gave me the heart on facts and stuff like that, because again, it's true. It's true. Again, I'm going to be going back and forth on these templates. I got 2 more, but again, look at a hard skill. And I don't think that this hard skill have anything to do with a soft skill, right? And then a soft skill don't have nothing to do too much of with a hard skill. I think a skill is a skill rather than categorize them hard skill, soft skill. This can be a hard skill for some people. This soft skill, that's what I meant to say. I don't want to get tongue-tied, These involves, right, interpersonal people skills. And that's where I want to go with you today, because as we begin to take a look at the social and emotional intelligence, and how you have to help other people while you're responding to theirs, you're going through your own. I don't think that this is a soft skill to be able to be interpersonal with people, and have and upgrade your people skills if you're not a people's person, while trying to still, conduct and steer your own emotions in the right manner. Communication is always the key. You feel what I'm saying? Relationships, especially when you're trying to start your own business. This is the key right here. Relationships. You want to establish all the relationships and the networks that you can. I try my best, even on social media, to establish friendships and relationships with people so that I'm able, to see what they do and collaborate with them, not take from them, not make myself a threat to say I'm only here to get from you, But again, we can glean from each other, And can I tell you something? And I want to speak to y'all about those of you who have character and skill. You might be utilizing your character traits and your skill and not be noticed when you want to. But can I tell you something? If you stick with it, if you stick at it, I guarantee you, sooner or later, something's going to trigger. There's going to be an opening where somebody notices you. I'm a prime example, y'all, of somebody who can be noticed from security to go to a particular place called, another, related, which is a sales department. They have so many different departments and stuff. But when people notice you because of your character, is the best time for you to upgrade the skills you might not have. I've never been in sales before, but I have worked at Rite Aid a couple of times. When it came down to security, I just had to guard the place. I have to sell nobody, or sell nothing, but at the end of the day, it's just good that wherever you go, you learn something, write something down, learn a value. Even today, wherever you are, before the day's over, ask yourself at the end of the day, what have I learned today? What have I learned new? What haven't I known? And you might be retired, walk into the store and you notice another thing, you notice how to do certain things. I wasn't good at folding shirts until I saw a sales department, a person that worked in sales, they're folding the shirts a specific way. It's a beautiful thing, y'all. It's a beautiful thing, y'all. Learn a skill, if you have the character. Here's another thing too. Leadership and influence. People with strong character traits are often seen as natural leaders. Their ability to remain consistent, make ethical decisions and inspire others with their resilience and determination makes them influential figures. And I'm going to tell you, it's a good thing, y'all. It's a good thing that somebody can look at you, being a leader. And can I tell you what makes you a leader? You being confident in your own lane about your beliefs, about what you know, about what you do. That's what makes you a great leader. You could be a good leader in one area, but might not be a good leader in the other area. You get what I'm saying? But you're a good leader in your lane and where you are. It's all about being confident. It's all about being sure. It's all about being resilient. You know what I'm saying? It's all about being, it's all about knowing you. When you get a driver's test, you done did the permit and stuff like that. You did the written test, but now it's time for you to go for your driver's test. The instructor, he don't go into the car, sit down, put his seatbelt on, grab his little template or his little pad here and tell you to do certain things because he want to teach you. By the way, everybody, when you have a driver's test, it's a driver's test. You're not learning how to drive. You get what I'm saying? That means you already know how to drive to some degree, and you're taking the driving test so that you can get your complete license. But the conductor get in the car to see how confident you are about your own driving, and that's the reason why they'll go hard body on you, because they want to make sure that you got that skill, But can I tell you something? I want to let you into my world real quick. My brother Daryl, we call him Nuck. I remember the first time. I remember the time that I took my driving test, and I passed. Bam, 1, 2, 3. The same day I took it, But my older brother, it took him at least twice before he got his driver's test, his driver's license. Because here's the deal. The man could drive. Ain't no if, no buts, or whys about it. When I got in the car, they said, okay, adjust your mirrors. Let's get ready. Yes, sir. And I did that. Okay, let's turn it on. Let's pull out. Okay, yes, sir. I put the signal on, overlook, and see right now, y'all got all this technology as well. You got to do is look on your screen, you know what I'm saying? And you learn that way and you finagle your way out. For us, it was over the shoulder, over the shoulder, over the shoulder. Everything I do, over the shoulder. You feel what I'm saying? We were hard body on over the shoulder. But whatever the instructor said, I said, yes, sir. That's it. I did what they asked me to do. I went at a pace. Shout out to wifey who helped me out. I went at a pace that she said, go at your own pace. Don't go 30 miles an hour. Don't go as long, as fast as you think that they think you should go. You go according to your own pace because it's about you. You know what I'm saying? It's about how confident you are and how comfortable you are. So because I've been driving illegally for so long, it was nothing. Only thing was that when I was driving illegal, I was driving it the wrong way because I was always, but of course, you had to have 10-10 or whatever the case may be. I humored them. I humored them for a little while, y'all, did what I had to do. And everything I said was, yes, sir. So it was my skill who got me to pass the test, but also my character and my humility that just simply said, yes, sir. My brother Nuck, he's up there. Why we got to go here? What is this? And what is that? And I'm like, and I'm like, I guarantee, I told my mom, I says, I guarantee you, he did not fail the test because of his driving. I bet you he failed the test because of his mouth. I bet you he failed the test because of his opinion. Can I tell you something? Good character traits will help you to learn how to keep your opinion to yourself, no matter what. Even if you got the answer to what somebody else have asked anybody else, you might have to gently chime in. Hey, how you doing? I wasn't ear hustling. I overheard you asking this person about this. Just wanted to let you know, you go down Maple Street, just make a left and you'll be right there. Oh, thank you. And it's the way you do it. I know you can't be loud. It's the way you say it. It's the way that you do it. And so that's the reason why my brother had to go twice to take his driver's test, because character over skill. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you got some people who probably weren't good drivers, but because their character was so good, they still failed them. Because at the end of the day, if you care about that person and you want to save that person's life, you do not pass them because of their character. You pass them because of the skill. Let's look at our last template here. So again, we're good leaders. You're good leaders, and you're good influences. You cannot become influential, until you become resourceful, and your resourcefulness will help people to understand that you are confident in your lane, you're resilient in your lane, you're determined, you're influential, and you are that leadership quality and that figure. But we take a look at this, long-term success and abilities. I like this. In the long run, character is a more stable and reliable indicator of any individual's success and behavior. Skills can be learned. Now, pay attention to this. Skills can be learned and knowledge can be acquired, but character involves deeper qualities that are more resistant to change. Watch this. Before choosing anyone based on their character can be seen as an investment, you see, right? In a predictable and stable future outcome. So, in other words, what this is saying is that, a skill can be earned, it can be acquired, knowledge can be acquired, but you can invest or you make a better investment in those of them who have character traits of humility, character traits of being receptive, because a person that got good character that's receptive can develop a learning skill because of their character. Their character can be seen as an investment in a predictable and stable future outcome. This is the outcome. Yo, listen, you have somebody with good character, you have a good future. You see what I'm saying? And it hurts sometimes when you have to ask somebody who got a nasty character, a nasty attitude, who have the skill and the ability to do it. I'm gonna tell you, with every movie, it's the same way. You always have an antagonist, just like you have a protagonist. The antagonist is the person with the skill and bad character that you have to go through to get to the other side. So now you got to try to provoke them to have a particular heart that they don't have, and convince them why they need to give you what it is that you're asking for if you don't take it by force. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all, that's what it's all about, y'all. That's exactly what it's all about. Real quick, I want to tell you this ad. I want to tell you, don't forget Gerald Kelly, y'all. You know what I'm saying? He's coming to New York along with his little man right there. You know what I'm saying? Hunter Kelly, who's going to be the host of Comedy in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? That's March 23rd, the day right before my wife's birthday. It's 508 117th Street, New York, 10035. Doors open at 7 o'clock. Showtime is at 8, and it's going to be funny. And I'm going to tell you, little Hunter is on a come up. He's killing him. He is the prince. You feel what I'm saying? He's killing him for sure. Yo, listen, don't forget Blade, y'all. Fly the friendly skies, but fly the future. If you are in New York, don't forget, y'all, you got 2 blocks away from 30th Street, 11th Avenue. It's 5 minutes away, y'all. And if you pay a low cost of $195, and book your flight early, they can get you to JFK, Newark Airport, LaGuardia Airport in just 5 minutes, And if that is a little bit too high, you need about $50 off of that, why don't you use your boy, Donald F and F for Francis, and they'll take $50 off of your first airport flight, Yeah, fly the future, y'all. It's dope. It's dope. It's it's awesome. So yeah, y'all, so again, listen, skill is one thing, skill is one thing. And we're off a little early today. Skill is one thing, but your character is another. And I'd rather take a person with good character over skill and teach the person to have good character, And here's another thing too, and how a person with bad character that have skill can become an antagonist. And that is they could really make the person that have less skill but the best character feel, like they can't obtain the confidence, inadequate. They make them feel like, they're not worthy enough, that they're not even, what's the point? You see what I'm saying? And people can look at them and judge them because they know a particular skill more than other people. Let me tell people who have a great skill over somebody else. Don't ever antagonize a person that might not have the skill that you have and try to make them feel away because you have the skill, because the seeds that you sow, it will come back to you. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes it can come back to you through the person that you teased that said that you thought they could never get it, So don't be the antagonist, Be the person that have skill and character, because when you have skill and character, your character will also allow for you to obtain patience. That's the reason why people with character become good leaders. You see what I'm saying? That's why the person with character become, good entrepreneurs, because people understand that their character is integral and it's consistent. You see what I'm saying? You know, so don't tease anybody, even if they're trying to start out. Let's say, for example, whatever they're trying to start, they're not a master at. They've never even pursued that area before. Let's say like this. How about you don't even see them in that particular arena? How about you see somebody who's a comedian, you know, but then they want to do culinary. They want to start to cook and stuff like that. You might tease them to say, you don't do that. That's not you, because you already categorize them to be a comedian, a comedy person, you know, a person that's a comic. But at the end of the day, they have other character traits and other skill and other gifts that they want to utilize. You know, a person as a doctor don't mean that they can't be a dancer. You know, they got pastors and stuff like that that's out there that's doing social media. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're a pastor. What? Who says I couldn't? You see, again, because you categorize us, you categorize them, you categorize people, and that's the only thing that you see, and you become one-dimensional, you know? And all of a sudden, you'll find them being more fluent in that particular area than the area that you saw you deemed them to be forever. You feel me? So don't ever kill nobody, you know what I'm saying, and try to talk them out of what it is that they're trying to pursue, even if you feel that they're not good in that particular area, because anybody who practiced long enough, you know, and it's repetitious long enough about what it is that they want, I guarantee you they'll become great in it, you know. And you want to move people from good to great. So let's do a recap. Obviously, we were talking about, you know, character over skill. You know, we talked about what a skill was, and we talked about what those skills are, you see. Also, you know, character-driven growth, you know, they're reliable, you know, and also they have social and emotional intelligence and how to deal with other people. They become leaders because they are so social and emotional, and to know how to make other people feel, know how other people feel. They become influential. And last but not least, you know, it's long-term. It's a long-term success, and it's, you know, stability in what it is that they do. Let me ask you a question. What kind of person are you? Do you have the great skill that you need? You know what I'm saying? Do you have great character? You know, and great character, watch this, don't mean that you're always going to be liked. Because whether you know it or not, you're going to be hated for being nice. You're going to be hated for being a kind person. People don't care nothing about that. You know, when you have a person or people who don't have a specific identity, you know, and they have a bad character, listen, they're not going to like you because you're the opposite of everything that they are. But you and what you feel is you say, no, but I'm trying to help you get better because I believe in you. And sometimes you believe in a person more than they believe in themselves. Good character trait, you know, it's good to have the skill. But what's the skill if it's not accompanied by the character? You know, y'all, listen, I hope that this presentation was something that was great for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't go always sometimes a full hour because I want to sometimes just make the point. Be out your way. I got a class I got to teach. I got to get in the way and get right out the way. Listen, I want to say to all of you, thank you for your support. Even for those of them who go back and look at the recap, thank you so much, Sylvia. Thank you so much, Gab. Thank you for so much, all of y'all who are ghosting us on YouTube. Thank you for all of y'all. Let me tell you, we have a great community. And I mean, rather it's 15 people, rather it's 25 to 30 or 50 people to 100 people. They're always there. Always got somebody to talk to, you know. But the reason why we use social media for our business, it's not because of the fact that social media is our business. Now, that doesn't make me money, you know. But social media is something that I use to advertise the kind of value that we do give, just in case you've ever wanted to join our community. And by the way, if you're interested in joining our community, please go right there to manifestthoughts888@gmail.com and say, yeah, I want to be a part of the community. I want to know exactly all of what is going on, yo. And I'm gonna tell you, this up and coming Friday, I want to share with you some of the stuff that people are saying, some of the videos that people are saying, some of the, you know, stuff that people are writing and saying how much have been a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Even to know the course that we've been teaching. Yo, listen, you know, again, I'm grateful to it. You know, God is really, really good that financially, you know, we're finding ourselves in a particular place right in this realm right here, you know, and I'm so happy and grateful to that, you know. And I want to shout out to all of the sponsors. I want to shout out to all of the people, you know, who use us to make us fluent. Listen, don't worry about your subscriber count if you're on social media. Don't worry about the view count. Just keep doing what you love and watch it grow. You feel what I'm saying? By the way, everybody, I had a special guest that's coming. I can't say his name, but I can't say when he's going to come on live either because he's so tied up. but it'd be an honor, you know, that he stopped by. But listen, if you can, don't forget we are on every Monday, 12 o'clock, every Wednesdays, 12 o'clock, every Friday, 12 o'clock. And so if you stay tuned, you never know who just might drop by on this station. All right. But look, y'all, until then, thank you for coming on this Manifest Thoughts podcast. We're helping people bring their imagination into reality. And I cannot wait to see you on Friday. Gab, thank you. Sylvia, thank you. Dre, thank you. Anthony, thank you. Samantha, thank you. And also I want to give a shout out to Sophia. I know she's probably in here somewhere. Listen, y'all, see y'all on Friday, all right? Much love, much peace, much gratitude, and peace.